Harrell's in at the center. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs.
Right.
So, you know, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team because they're the first seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. I asked how they hope to contain Kevin Durant, one of the most effortless scorers the league has ever seen. Kevin, you can expect some double teams when KD gets the ball in its favorite spots.
Thank you, David.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Leonard. Brooklyn with the rebound. G's got his fourth rebound in this one. KD passes to Irving. It's Jordan on the wing. Irving kicks to G, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Now a moment to see the numbers for LeVert. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 6 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Jackson finds Leonard. Puts it up. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Shot from 16. Here's Jordan. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
He might be an aging veteran in the NBA, but DeAndre Jordan is still terrifying for defenders when he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, he's such a great target still on the roll situation. You combine his length and athleticism now with the know-how and his tenure in the league, and DeAndre Jordan still can be an elite finisher on the inside.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Clippers trail by 12. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Poked away.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Now here's Leonard. 26 points for him last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
And here is Irving, following Marcus Morris's three. Offensive rebound. Bank shot, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's G. Can't connect from short range. Clippers trail by 10. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Leonard. Over Durant. Leonard, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's G finishing it off.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Leonard. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Jackson against Irving. Outside Jordan. Clock at 6. Back to Irving. Morris with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Jackson against Irving. Passes to Durant. And KD throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's George. His last outing, he had 18 points. Now the pass to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Morris, no good. Nets leading by 10. Pass to KD. Over Leonard. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by G. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. For 3. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outside Irving. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 6.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. And again, it's the Clippers missing. It's Durant on the wing. Looking for G and gets it there. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Clippers trail by 17. George passes to Harrell. Kicks it to Leonard. Outside Jackson. The feed to Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Brooklyn leading by 15. It's LeVert on the wing with his first shot attempt, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Now the shot clock resets to 14 seconds on an offensive rebound. Brent, you like that change?
I think digging into the the numbers a little bit, Kevin, it only affects about 3% of total possessions.
Is that all?
Yeah, throughout the course of the year, not in any given game. So it's very, very,
no kidding,
very, very minimal what happens. But what I like is that, you know, players have to reset quickly with 14 on the clock, and I think coaches are starting to think about how it is they might have quick sets as opposed to getting the ball to the top of the key and trying to run through a traditional set. Maybe you have quick sets after the reset to get yourself a better shot.
More strategy. G passes to Harris. Feeds it to G. And G with the stuff.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Clippers trailed by 19. Beverly with the ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's G. It's rebounded by Leonard. Pass to Beverly. To the paint. Here's Zubac. It's blocked. And here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to G. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Brooklyn, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Now Williams. 20 points for him last game against Golden State.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Now here's Leonard. Got a piece of it. Now here's Dinwiddie. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Warriors in San Francisco. G. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Leonard with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And the season numbers.
Here's George. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
And Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
Patrick Beverly out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Morris in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Irving. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. G, in their last game against the Warriors, was a man on a mission. He scored 46 points and was his usual self at the defensive end, too. A lot of block shots, something we're accustomed to. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And we know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Jackson is doubled. George against KD. George with the ball. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And Morris drops them both. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Irving can't get it to go.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Outside Durant. Lets it go with a 3. Here's G, and he finishes nicely on the layup. G's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Jackson finds Harrell. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Clippers trail by 16. Here's Leonard, and it's KD with the rebound. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
The Clippers shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. A fadeaway, and he makes that one. Leonard's got 12.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
There's the pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Outside Irving. Over Harrell, and Irving with the basket on the assist by G. And that's 10 points for Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie loves to dance around with the ball. He seems to look through his defender at spots on the floor he wants to get to, and invariably gets there.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game. Here's
G. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Left block shot on the way. Three-pointer, LeVert. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Jackson misses.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Here's G. The kick out to Irving. Pass to G. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely.
And we all know what a tough cover Kawhi has become. The defender got caught in a bad position and is kicking himself for it now.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Rodions Kurucs, he's checked in for the Nets. Leonard hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's G. He's defended by Harrell. 8 feet away. Misses off the left iron. Clippers trail by 14. On the wing, Jackson. Brooklyn with the rebound.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And then Durant with the jam.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. To the middle. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And that one's good by G.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Clippers shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie's checked in. Both free throws good from Jackson.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it.
One second left. And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the